Stop clicking. Start commanding Windows like a pro. Are you still using Windows but don't really know what's happening behind the screen? In this video, I'll show you 20 plus essential Windows command prompt that every student, IT learner, and Windows user should know. These commands will help you check system details, troubleshoot network issues, and work faster like a pro. Let's get started. First command is system info. It's going to display detailed information about your computer system, such as OS name, OS version, OS manufacturer, and many info related to OS. And the system is registered with whose name and the BIOS version, the processor that your system is installed with, and the total physical memory and available physical memory, and the many info you can view through this command. Next one is slmgr space /xpr. It shows whether Windows is permanently activated in your system or not, and this command is commonly used to verify if Windows is genuine and activated. Next one is ver. This command going to display the current Windows version installed on your system. If you type this basic command on the command prompt, it's going to display the Microsoft Windows version, so like you can see here. From the last command, we have new the operating system version. What if we want to view application versions, especially like third-party application versions that are installed in our system? For this, you have to type widget list. After typing this command in the command prompt, you all can see several applications versions listed in a single screen. Next command is dir. So what it means directory. It's going to list all the files and the folders in the current directory, and it shows file names, sizes, dates, and the directory structure in that particular screen. And it is a basic command used for file navigation in a command prompt. Here in the right side, you can see files and the folders. In this screen only, if you want to create any of the directory, that means the folders, you just use the command mkdir. It means make directory, and right next to this command you type the folder name and just click on enter, and then your new folders will get created. Next one is cd. It means change directory. It is used to change the current directory in the command prompt, and especially it will help to navigate between the folders. Here I am going backwards to the directory, to the root directory. So by typing double dots after this cd command, if you want to go to the particular directory in your system, you just type cd command and right next to that directory name or the file name, and then you can easily visit to that particular file or the directory. Next command is chkdsk. It means check disk. So when you enter this command in your command prompt, it's going to scan for the disk error in your system. It checks the hard disk for errors and repairs the file systems if needed, and also finds the bad sectors on the disk, especially checks the errors in the disk C. Next command is powercfg space /battery report. This command going to generate a detailed battery health report for your laptops, where you can know the battery information of your laptop. After you type this command and click on enter, so the battery report file is going to save in the local disk C as an HTML file. So where by clicking on that HTML file, you can view the battery usages, capacity, and the health of your laptop battery. Next command is netsh space wlan space show profiles. This command going to display a list of all Wi-Fi network profiles saved on your computers, and this command is useful for checking previously connected Wi-Fi networks and their passwords. And for viewing the particular Wi-Fi network password, you have to type another command. In the screen you can see that command. After typing this particular command, you can see the password of that particular Wi-Fi network in the key content area. You can see here it's showing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 has that particular Wi-Fi password. Next command is ipconfig. This command going to display the computer's IP address, subnet mask and the default gateway, and this command is very useful for troubleshooting network issues. Next command is get MAC. So this command going to shows the MAC address of the network adapters, and this command is used for network identification and the security purpose. So it's going to show you the physical address of your computer. As you can see here, left side physical address, and in the right side it shows the transport name. You want to see the left one physical address, so which one is in the top, that is the very important MAC address. This address plays a vital role in receiving the information from the several sources. Next command is ping. This command checks whether the computer on a network device is reachable over the network. It sends the small data packets and measures the response time. Here I want to check the Google website's response time, so I am pinging the Google website. So this ping command going to test the internet and check if this Google server is in online or not. Next command is trace it. This command going to find where a network delay or a failure occurs and helps in diagnosing routing problems. This trace it command will going to show the path that the data packets take from your computers to your destination, listing all the intermediary routers. Next command is route print. It's going to show the routing table of your computer network. So through this routing table we can understand how packets are forwarded, and we can troubleshoot if any network routing issues occurs. In the screen you can see routing table of your system, which shows how network traffic is directed to different networks. Next command is task list. When you are going to type this command and click on enter, this command going to display a list of all currently running processes and the applications of your system, where you can monitor the running programs and find the process ID of the particular program. Next command is task kill. So through this command you can terminate the running process using its name or the process ID. This command will going to helpful when you want to close the unresponsive application in your system, and this command will end the unwanted background process. Next command is winget. Winget is the Windows package manager used to manage software from the command line itself. From this winget command you can easily install, uninstall, and as well as you can upgrade any of the software in your system very easily. For installing any application you have to type winget install, and right next to it you have to type that particular application name. Then the installation of that particular app is going to start. Next command is sfc /scan now. SFC means system file checker. It going to scans and repairs corrupted or missing Windows system file inside your system. It checks whether the integrity of the protected system files. The main task of this command is to check the integrity of the protected system files and to automatically replace the damaged files with the correct versions. Next command is tree. When you type this command and click on enter, So this command will going to display the directory structure of a drive or a folders in a tree-like format. You can see here, so it form a tree-like format here. So where you can visualize the folders hierarchy here. Next command is ASSOC. It means associations. This command will display the file extension association, which means it shows which file type is linked to which program. For example, here I have typed assoc.txt. So it's showing like, so .txt is associated with txt file legacy file. Assoc command will be useful for managing default applications. And the next command is CLS. This command removes all the previous commands in the outputs. So it will clear the command prompt screen so very neatly. And main thing is it does not affect your system data. Last command is shutdown. This command will be used for shutdowning, restarting or log offing your computer. That's it for this video. If you found this Windows CMD commands helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tech tutorials. Thanks for watching.